Greetings, greetings. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking your time out to look at this video. This is the first video that I have made this year. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I've actually been taking a lot of time to just spend alone with myself and just tapping into some of the natural abilities and gifts that I possess. Today I'm making this video because I want to share one of the tools that has really helped me a lot understand my subconscious and understand myself on a deeper level. Sometimes when you're a mom and you got so much things going on in the world, you don't really have time to go into yourself. Unfortunately for me, it took me to get into my 30s to really start tapping inside and wanting to know more about my wiring, how I'm programmed, why I make the choices that I make, why I do some of the things that I do. And to be perfectly honest with you, the tarot has really helped me understand myself on a much deeper level. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to do a one card pull. I'm still learning the tarot system. This is all kind of new to me. And I learned by just pulling a card for myself, and then I'll take that card and I'll research it and I'll dig into it. I'll meditate on it and try to see what understanding and what message spirit has for me in regards to that card. So the cards are kind of already shuffled. Just going to shuffle them around a little bit more. Mix the cards up. I do use the Thoth deck for my tarot card readings. No particular reason why I use this deck. It was just the first one that I was introduced to, and it kind of just stuck with me. I know that life could be so simple, and I didn't want to complicate myself with all these different decks and all these different meanings. So kind of just stuck with the Thoth deck, and I actually appreciate this deck. And the one thing that I really appreciate about this deck is it gives you the good and the bad. I noticed with a lot of the tarot system, people want to run away from the so-called bad cards or the cards that they think have bad messages or like death or the devil. But once you really start tapping into yourself and understanding how the universe works and the intricate part of the universe that you are, you'll realize that none of these cards are bad and there is no bad. It's just a matter of perspective and what you choose to see. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I won't keep you long. I'm just going to pull this, do a one card pull, see what our card of the day is. I'm going to try to commit myself to doing this daily, at least Monday through Friday anyways, just as a way for me to commit to learning the tarot system for 2017. So we're just going to see. I like to just play around with the cards. Spirit usually pops one out or refuses to put one back in the deck, and usually that's how you know the card is for you. So, actually we got two cards that popped out, so I'll do my best to try to understand and interpret these two cards based on the knowledge that I kind of already have. So it looks like the first card that we have is the Two of Discs, and that represents change. And it looks like the second card that we have is the Six of Cups. I don't know if you can see the imaging on it too good, but here you go. Six of Cups. So let's talk a little bit about what these cards mean to me, based on what I've learned so far about the tarot and about some of what these things mean. Okay, so I do know that two represents excuse me. The Two of Discs represents the disc, which in the Thoth deck, this is representing the earth element. The wonderful thing about the tarot system is it's usually broken down into the four elements. And we got the Two of Discs, which represents change. That's the name of this card. And I don't know if you can see this card very well, or you can see the detailing on the cards, or if you have the deck at home. But to me, when I pull this card in my deck, it means a lot to me. I often look at the colors of the card. I often look at the symbology on the card. I often look at the shapes on the card. And this, of course, looks like this is Capricorn. And from what I know about Capricorn, that is the card of hard work. That is the card of self-discipline, self-mastery, structure. So when I pull this card gives me a little bit of inclination that I need to do some changing. Some type of change is either on the horizon or it must come. And when you look at the number 2, you know that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is 1, 2, and 3. So this would actually be wisdom. So we always look at Capricorn as a symbol of the goat, which is, wise. It also appears on the devil card in the tarot. But when I look at the 2, when I look at this card specifically, I see the snake coiled up into the shape of the 8. We know that the 8 is represented by the karmic mastery number, rebirth, regeneration. The scorpions represent the number 8. You see that the snake, of course, on this is biting his tail. And then we also have the alchemy symbols in the middle, which you see the yin and the yang symbols coiled in between the snake. You got a lot of dark colors up here. You got some purple, some lavender, some blues. And of course, the snake is wearing a crown. So, 2 represents change, which lines up with everything that I've been going through lately, because I have recognized that I'm at a place in my life where a lot of changes are being made as far as what I'm doing now, even the tarot cards, even planning to relocate, even just changing your mindset. So this card I definitely resonate with. It makes a lot of sense to me based on what I'm currently going through. The next card that I pulled, which is supposed to be 1, but since this one came, I guess Spirit wanted me to share this card too. And this is actually the 6 of Cups, and that equals pleasure. And if you look at this card, me being a Pisces, I'm really in tune a lot with the cups rules, the emotions, the subconscious. If you think about water and how deep into the abyss water can go, also that we are comprised mostly of water as well as this universe. So when you think about the cups, they're always significant as to what is currently going on in your life. Now, when I look at this card, it looks like this card is going to be the Sun in Scorpio. And like I said, Scorpio is called pleasure. Scorpio represents your sexuality, your sensuality, the pleasure, death, rebirth, regeneration. So you can see that this card looks like it's a pleasant card. And I would think that by looking at it, that it's a pretty nice card. But if you look at the cups, you can see that they're not actually setting, in alignment to where cups should be setting. They're actually a little tilted. And it also looks like there's little lights shining within the cups. Of pleasure. So I think this card really has to say with the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And also, I think sometimes we can get so deeply into our pleasures and our earthly feelings and our desires and things that, that we are, that we're wanting, that we forget the spiritual component of ourselves. So by me pulling these 2 cards today, I think that this is a sign and a message for me really all about change and balance, because I think that if you begin to make the changes in your life, then things start to change for you. Even the things that you value start to change, and the way you look at life starts to change. And things aren't always about, all the good stuff and having fun all the time and the things that make you feel good. Sometimes there's actual work that has to be done, and it might not be the most pleasantest part of your life, but we all have to go through these things in life to get to the next level. So this is just a little idea of what these cards represent for me. Feel free to comment, let me know what your insights on these cards are. Like I'm saying, I'm just learning. This is a beginner tarot study, and I'm just using my intuition to determine what these cards mean for me at this place that I am in my life. And although this is supposed to be a 1 card a day pull, we got 2 cards today. Sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get, but what I've decided to do for 2017 is to just roll with the flow. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's a little all over the place. As time goes, I'm pretty sure I'll get more structured and more familiar with working this camera and how to get everything lined up so that you can see the cards in the best lighting. But I just want to take the time to appreciate you for tuning in today to my channel. Thank you for your time and your patience. And like I said, if you have any comments about these 2 cards, if there's some insights that you could shed for me, some things that I didn't cover, I would greatly appreciate it. I just want to tell you guys, love, 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 love yourselves more than anything else, and all the answers will come. Have a great day.